You did?
last October, November.
I think it was
No,
around
it
that,
was
yeah.
October when I came back from doing the shows in America, and it was just happened to be the day that the floods happened. So it was great. Any chance of you heading to Dundalk? I'd love to do Dundalk, but we will be going to Drogheda, so in the end of April. So that's going to be a conflict of venues. So if it's going to be Dundalk, it's going to be after that. It's going to be well into the summer. Um, that is it. Great. Can't wait. Thanks very much, Justin. I think that was Cork. Come to Tip for cider. Love to go back to Tip. We done a few places in Tip last year. We done
Yep.
Nina twice. We done Ross Gray. Ross Gray's in Tipperary, isn't it?
Yep.
I think they're the only three we done in Tipperary last year. But again, all excellent shows. Any of you ever been at the Three Bucks Left Live show?
Yeah, tell us.
Let us know what you think.
Did you drink plenty pints?
Love the content. Guinness for breakfast. Yeah, listen. And remember as well, it is just content. I'm not a raging alcoholic, although I do like
You do.
creamy pints.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay. Well, no.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. And thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
Great shows in Athlone over the last couple of years. We've done one bad one that kind of pissed me off.
That's a long week on now.
Yeah.
Right, guys, we are live.
I'm going to leave Athlone for a little bit, but I will be back. Right, we're going to
Can I
be
just
over.
say, we were probably talking over that video for the last minute or two, if that is the case.
Which video?
The Bill O'Reilly one.
Shit, sorry.
It's okay.
Right, guys, I'm just going to sign off here on the TikTok. It's going to be running in the background, but head over to the YouTube, interact with us, leave a few comments, let us know if you came over from the TikTok so we know to do that again the next time. But that is the crack. Right.
Darren Boyle started off this live perfectly.
Did he?
Hopefully this isn't Constitution Hill.
That you reference,
Yeah.
like the Henderson horse.
Yeah, well, I called
Why? What you call it? Oh, you didn't know.
They want to change the Constitution. What
Oh,
does it mean?
what does it mean? How is the sound, guys? Let us know. Over on the-
I hope it's. I've been messing with it. So
He has
it should be
for
good.
about a half an
should
hour.
Be good. Should be good.
So Constitution Hill. So you're obviously a horse racing fan.
The man of the horses.
Darren. Do you know Darren?
No.
Okay, well we know that he's a horse
Maybe I
racing
do.
fan.
I don't know.
Because I mean, not everyone would know.
Constitution Hill
Yeah.
is some horse.
Yeah, some horse. I mean, if you're into horse racing,
But he's an unbackable horse.
he is. Yeah, because he's too short.
So good.
But can he be beaten?
Oh yeah. They
Uh,
can all be. They can all be
I think
beaten.
Mullins might have something up his sleeve. I hope he does.
Frankel was beaten, or was or
No, he
ca-
wasn't.
he came as close. He came close to it a few times.
He did.
He looked at times an unbeatable horse.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Thanks,
beaten.
Mairead.
But he got. Geez, he was within a length or two at one stage.
He was. O'Brien had a couple of horses that came very close to. For anyone that doesn't know, and I'm sure you do at this stage for the regulars, that I'm a massive horse racing fan. Not just a betting fan, but I love Irish horses. I love when they do well in England, France, America, and I reckon. I just don't reckon it's fact that Irish horses and Irish trainers are the best in the world.
I don't think
Yeah.
there's little doubt.
Breeding,
on it now.
training, jockeys, the whole works. We're just,
Yeah.
it's in our blood. So it is. I would love to have been a jockey.
And that's why he's a cowboy.
Yeah, well, that's yeah, there's other reasons for that, but I'd never been on a horse, but I've done a fair bit of riding in my time.
TikTok loves that.
Indeed.
What's the crack?
What's the crack? The crack is good. I'm just after coming down from Dublin there yesterday. Bit of crack.
Yeah.
Nice few days with Alan Clark.
Tell me about it.
It was great. I went up on Tuesday. I had a couple of bits to do. I had a bit of something to do out in the Black Forge. Went around and met a few people. Some of the content will be going up very soon. Then I had the 2 shows with Alan Clark. in the Laughter Lounge. That was Wednesday night, which was Valentine's night, and Thursday night, and there were 2 sellout shows. Unfortunately, they were all being sellout shows
Yeah.
with Alan Clark, no matter what venue he plays. And he's going to do another one on May 11th, but it's not the same format as he has now. But I love doing Alan's shows. So we done 2 shows with Alan, myself, Alan, and Garen Noon as well, in Dublin, Wednesday night, Thursday night. Got so well looked after in the Mont Hotel, just off Merriam Square. Incredible, and that's why I love doing Alan's shows as well. Everything is planned to a T, weeks in advance. It's where I want to be when I'm doing my live shows, or our live shows, or whatever we're doing. I want to have that organization in front of me that is just bang, 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 and all I have to concentrate on is the show itself.
Now, in fairness, so Alan is a very organized individual.
Very organized, extremely
and
organized.
It's very difficult for us Hallians.
Yeah, especially for me.
Yeah.
Like Alan, between yourself and Alan, you organised the big show at Christmas. My big show at Christmas. I landed. It was starting at 8 o'clock. I landed at 6:30. Steamed out of my head from the night before, doing a show with Garen Noon down in Bangareras. It was a great show. It was probably too good.
Yeah.
And
Oh, you had a great time.
I had a great time.
You're not supposed to enjoy the show as much as everyone
Well,
else, though.
I had my
You
fun,
do.
and that's all that matters.
Now, yeah, I want to just reference this for any of the viewing public that might pick this up. Is that Stephen's drinking a filtered coffee?
A filtered
That's
coffee at
unfiltered.
what 9:30 at night, like a
But it's
like
also
a, like a
unfiltered.
dipshit, and it's all
Because-
filtered. Yeah, it's
Because
just
you just dosed it into it.
I
and
did,
you
yeah.
didn't-
I
And do you
didn't
know
even-
what? Do you know why that is? You
Why?
have one of those plunger.
I know.
So I was like, "There's a funky old smell in here," and I went over to that coffee plunger
Yeah.
thingamajig, and it was a capsule of blue mold.
What was it?
The blue mold had not. It stayed in the pot,
Mm-hmm.
but it completely grown out of control in the pot.
When was
And,
this?
Probably Tuesday or
Okay,
Wednesday.
Okay. Did you clean it?
I didn't clean it. I fucked
No.
it in the bin.
Oh, you did not.
I did, yeah.
I would have cleaned it.
I was like, not a chance.
I
was
would have
like,
cleaned it. I would.
first of all, it's not. I don't drink coffee,
Okay. Yeah.
and I was like,
It's not yours.
fuck it.
It's not mine either. So
Pete's.
is it?
I don't know.
It could be. How are things, Jack? Are you well? What's
Jack
the
the
crack?
man.
I really need to get over and see Jack. Definitely would love
Just hang out.
hang out. Yeah, just hang out.
Just chill out,
Absolutely
right.
hang out and
The
plan the
boys.
next marathon as well.
Maybe Jack can come in and give us a hand with editing a few videos if he was interested in doing something like that.
Oh yeah.
Jack's quite technical. Might come in, I'll give him a couple ideas.
Yeah, I
few
must
jobs
get
to
on to him so this week. I want to completely concentrate on new material for the live show this week. Organize that's another thing I want to talk about. Organize the next live tour that 3 Bucks Left are going doing. It's going to involve a lot of counties in the north. Donegal, Derry, Belfast, Cavan, Armagh, trying to get Armagh nailed down, and also where's the other place? Well, Monaghan, but that's the north. Monaghan. I don't know if we're in Down. I can't remember if Down is involved, and also a couple of shows in.
I
in
think
Scotland
I
as well.
think I think he was after down. I think that was a bit of a difficulty.
Oh no, it could be like Drogheda. Drogheda's involved, so that'll kind of cover that area as well.
Yeah.
So all will be revealed. I'm going to be running a competition tomorrow on the Instagram, and we're going to announce the winner on a live Dead Hedgehogs YouTube stream.
Perfect.
Yeah, I meant to say that.
There's a lot of things you meant to say.
yeah.
We have to wait until these lives kick in.
I know.
The brain
But-
starts working.
But the reason the competition will be name the tour, name the next tour that we're going to be
Wow.
doing. We done it last year. It was very successful. The winner last year, I think, was €100, €100 bar tab at any venue that they chose to come to, plus 4 tickets. So this time around, we're going to do the prize. We're going to do 2 tickets, overnight stay in a hotel either at the venue or in the town.
Yeah.
You know, does that make sense? That we're playing, that you choose to go to the show with, and a bar tab as well. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out over the next couple of days, and a bit of
Yeah.
merch as well. So,
So yeah,
we'll
you have to
we'll
subscribe
dial
to
that up.
the Dead Hedgehogs first of all to
Yeah.
even be in with the chance.
And so what we'll do is you name the tour. I will pick out the top 16 like I done the last time. We'll have quarterfinals, semifinals, and then the finals. So the public will pick. When it gets down to the top 16, the public will pick.
It'll
the
be
best.
it'll be like we'll have our own World Cup on the
Yeah,
on the
it
stream.
was. I don't know if I explained that right, but I will explain it properly on the
yeah.
Instagram lives tomorrow or stories tomorrow. So that is the crack.
Kieran's putting in one of his submissions already. The crawl.
The crawl. Well, then you put that in. That's okay. I understand. Now remember, this will give you an example of last year's tour. It was Creamers and Dreamers.
Yeah.
Okay, the Creamers and Dreamers tour, and the year before that it was. Warm Hearts, Cold Pints.
That's right. Yeah.
So, which I thought was a beautiful name, and
So you got to appeal to his sense of heart.
yes,
It's got to be a little bit
pints, comedy.
like he's a soft-hearted lad, but you also have to appeal to Pete's gnarly, fucking crazy side.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be easy.
So I'll give you an example of something that was very close last year that I think came second, and I was kind of like hoping it might. No, I was actually happy with Creamers and Dreamers. So what was second last year was No Bucks Given.
Nice.
Yeah. The No Bucks Given tour. So something like that I'm going to be aiming for. Now there's already a few people that I've picked out that I've already half ran this, and I'm meant to get back to it. So I've picked out the best of what's already, and I already have the people that nominated them wrote down.
Perfect.
So I will get back to them. So I'm going to be starting it tomorrow. We'll figure it out, and it has to be done by Tuesday evening, Wednesday. So this will be quick.
Yeah.
This has to be sorted because we're going to announce. We're going to announce it next Friday.
Amelia says, Stephen, how do you like the shows in Dublin? It was fun to see how different they can be on different nights. Enjoyed both.
Oh, excellent. Thank you very much for coming along. To both of them. They were brilliant. Both of them were class. The thing was, I enjoyed both of them, but I actually thought I was better the first night in the Laughter Lounge. But anyone that, like the two lads said, no, much tighter. Yes, I was tighter. I was shorter up there, but they were very similar sets.
Yeah.
And we did keep it tighter on the second night because we ran a little. I went off into a complete rant on the first night.
Perfect.
I think I went on about 15 minutes longer than I was meant to.
Oh wow, you went really.
And then sure, Alan has me up then for the rest of the half because there was no special guests, so to speak. So I was loving it up there, and the pints were kicking in. I hadn't drank in nearly 3 weeks.
Oh, Alan
the
Clark
pints-
has
The pints were kicking in. Holes, trolls, and goals.
Ooh.
Put it in tomorrow. I'll put you down. You were funnier the first night. There you go, Alan.
There you go, Alan. Wow.
There you go.
The people have spoken. Amelia has spoken. She's a
Well,
person.
it's going to be funnier. The thing is about jokes and whatnot. It's going to be funnier on the first time. The first time you hear it.
Of course.
I should have went out and I had a couple of new things that I wanted to try, but I was very conscious of the time up there. So I had to tighten it. And the reason for that was there was an awful lot of people that parked in car parks the first night and they were closing at 11 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
And some people got caught. So I did not want that to happen.
So did they just have to just stay on the pints for the night? Because that's happened to me.
No,
Had to.
everyone's not a lunatic like you.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'll be like, at least the car park is open now.
Yeah.
Could go back to the
You see,
car.
that's what me and you would do, but most people aren't head cases.
Right.
But thank you very much.
But you can
Thank
be
you
a
very
head
much,
case
Amelia.
if you wish.
Yes.
We believe in you.
Yeah.
Um,
Shannon goes, I missed the start of your tour name request. Will it include international travel? I wish we could someday we'll get there that we
Oh,
can
yeah.
do that. Shannon. It depends on where you're flying from. But the Alan Clark, the Beamish hit different the first night. It did surely. It did. I was a little bit more behaved on the second night.
but everyone else wasn't by the sounds of it.
No, yeah, it was good. It was good.
you
Crack.
were the behaved one, and everyone else.
I wouldn't
went
say
a
I
bit
was
wild.
properly behaved, but I was definitely a lot tighter, and I kept my tongue to myself.
Good.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
doubtful.
at least
Doubtful.
at least at the show anyway.
Yeah, right. Let's move on to. We don't know anything really about this change to the Constitution. Can I just say the only thing that I've seen on this change to the Constitution is stuff I've seen on the internet by semi-lunatics.
Well, I want to. I put up a little thing on the Facebook before I started this. I've deliberately I got myself into so much controversy last year, and even a few little tweets that I done this year, that I was like, do you know what? Just stick to skits and sketches for a couple of weeks.
Do you find it hard on the heart? Do you feel it like it's almost invading your?
Oh,
your space,
listen,
like?
the next time I do it, I'll do it right, and I'll be prepared for it. I wasn't prepared for some of the controversy. It all came last year. Some of the controversies. It always hits you at the wrong fucking time. No matter how thick-skinned you are, especially if you're after doing live shows, you're tired. And I suffer terrible from drink depression. For the first, you know this. I'm just
hard watching.
I'm just completely zonked out. My brain is slower than it usually is, and that's slow. So it takes me a couple of days after drink. Of course it always feels worse as well when you're not, when you're pissed off and you're down on yourself and you're giving yourself a hard time. I'm my own worst critic, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
So
It's like the two of us are just looking off into the distance here. It's
I'm
actually-
just reminiscing there. I was
I
just
know,
like,
yeah.
but do you know what I said? I feel
like you're almost turned away from.
I
it.
feel I don't know. I'm getting comfortable. I feel like I want you to put your arm around me. But I feel like I'm ready to kick the wasp's nest again, just a little bit. Alan Clark will be delighted to hear that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alan
He loves a bit of controversy.
Alan hates the controversy, especially the stuff that I come up with.
Yeah.
But it's what makes me tick.
Yeah.
It's what makes me tick. But Shelby, Stephen, when you come to Birmingham, hit me up. I will hit you up. Absolutely no problem. Is that Shelby female Shelby, or is that Shelby? Yeah, male Shelby.
I'm Shelby.
But yeah, of course, and really looking forward to Birmingham. We give it a good push this weekend, or today actually. So hopefully that'll sell tickets. It was very slow to start off, but I think it's picking up. There's no point in me coming on here and saying tickets are absolutely flying when they're not, because that's
what everyone else does.
Yeah, that's what everyone else does.
And we're going to be true to you.
Yeah, true to you. So they're finally starting to take off, and that is a good thing. If for somewhere like Birmingham, if we're going over for just 100 people, it's nearly a waste. It's not that it's a waste of time, but everyone has to make a few pound. We have to make money. It's our only income out of that. The venue has to make money, and whoever organising it has to make money. So it has to make financial sense. Like if other than that, we're as well off just to go over to Birmingham and go drinking pints. So we have to sell the tickets, and we're finally starting. It's finally starting to pick up in Birmingham. So all good. And when I'd be saying tickets are flying, if you keep saying, oh, tickets are nearly sold out, and they're not, word gets around it. No, I mean that's horseshit.
Shelby says that she's definitely female.
Definitely female.
And with a kissy face.
That'll do.
But that's what any lad would say. Right? So Shelby, I'm just trying to word of warning.
You'll have to slip into me DMs. So you will. We'll figure it out. Actually, I don't usually interact with these, these fake accounts,
Really?
No,
It's
never.
a great crack.
I know, but I decided yesterday because was it bored or whatnot.
Were they giving out to you?
No, they weren't. They were like this. They were sending pictures, right? And they
Of-
were very, very rude pictures. But of course, there was never a face in it. Only the face. The face was always in a picture that was clothed, right?
Okay.
That was Meow Lad.
Oh, nice.
No.
At least he's got clothes on this
And
time.
then to try and get my attention, but I wasn't biting. It's so fun. I'm going to make a video of it. I just need to learn how to use the green screen. It is hilarious. It is hilarious. Clearly they have no idea what I'm talking about because I'm coming out with their most random shit. I'm sending them pictures of a pair of hands milking a sheep. And this is, send us a picture of what you're doing now, and I just crop a picture of someone milking sheep. And then they
Deadly.
said, "Show me your face." And you just have to watch the video when it comes
Well,
out.
we'll make that.
Make that
maybe,
happen.
Yeah. So you were saying that you're trying to steer clear of some controversial stuff.
Yes, but I feel like I'm ready to kick the hornet's nest again.
Then
Especially when it comes to the March 8th referendum and what it's about, the amendment to the Constitution.
what do you know about?
I know very little, only that they're trying to get rid of the word woman and child.
Yeah,
I'm going to read up on it. I've had a lot of people on to me.
Well,
to,
why
to
don't
do a
we
video
read
on
up on it now? And anyone we'll start with anyone in the comments that want to educate us.
educators. For anyone that knows anything about it, we're not going to solve it here in the next 15 minutes because that's all I have actually tonight is another 15 minutes. But we're not going to solve it there and then.
Actually, we might try and get an extra night or two.
Yeah,
in on the
100%.
stream
Like
this
this was only to get the juices flowing again for this week's YouTube lives.
Just to say hi.
Hopefully, I'll be on Alan Clark's podcast as well during the week, but that's pre-recorded, obviously. And can't wait for that chat.
Why don't we just get Alan to come in here and?
Oh well, that could happen as well. It could be a double.
Maybe he can educate.
It could be
us.
a double team. And if anyone is listening,
double team.
and
You want to double team him?
I want to double team Alan. And for anyone that's
You think give
listening
him a bit of
that is on
warning?
Instagram, Alan is up for a Gossy Award. Now you know what I think of these awards, but I would.
You can't bring it up and say well done and say.
It's
it's not a fucking Oscar.
Well, it's for some people it is. There's going to be a lot of people on this year. Thankfully, all my friends are in different categories. Last year, they were all seemed to be clumped in the same category. So, if you're on Instagram, head over to the Gossies, vote for Alan Clark's podcast.
Yeah.
Vote for Kaylee Trapp is in a different one. She should definitely get something, and Garen Noon as well. He is in the best newcomer.
How
go
come you're
check
not
out the three of them.
getting,
They wouldn't.
the a gosser like yourself?
They wouldn't nominate me in an epileptic fit. They wouldn't even make the mistake of nominating me. It's really that that RTE TV3 sort of. Even though Alan Clark isn't on RTE or TV3 or anything like that, so that just shows you for him to get on it, the work that he's putting in.
Yeah.
But it's it's basically like there's so many different influencers that should be on it. And I hate the word influencer.
You are an influencer yourself.
Well, some might say that. I don't like the tag. There's so many other different people that should be on it that aren't on it. It's always the same
Oh,
people.
I
Always
care.
the same people. So
How's Dean getting on? Dean Davey.
It's Dean Davies' missus. How is?
I know
Oh.
Dean Davey well.
Okay, very good. And you obviously know
Yeah, Dean.
Kira.
Well, I'm not sure if myself and Kira have met before.
Okay.
But Dean's a good guy.
Good.
Top-
Good.
top man.
Good. So yeah, that's the Gossies. But literally, even if you're watching this after it's been put up, I am going to be addressing as you can imagine, a couple of videos on the March 8th amendment in the next
Well,
couple of weeks.
one
I
thing-
also want to address what's going on with the farmers. I think they're being treated absolutely shit.
They've been treated shit
Well,
for years.
extra shit. They're being
Well-
made a scapegoat of and so many things. And I want to do one just specifically to show my support for the farmers. So I need to get back into the.
But the problem for the farmers is the subsidy system.
Wow.
Well, we have super cheap products from the likes of Tesco's that
Yeah.
are grown and bought under the price of production.
Mm-hmm.
The American system,
Yeah.
what they've done with corn and wheat over there, and so basically for a ton of grain, it costs so much, but you get so much from the government that makes it viable. So they can suppress the price at the shops.
Mm-hmm.
So you get really cheap products without
I understand
actually.
that, but on top of that,
So the farmers end up because the production
on
value is so low.
on top of that though, they're getting like they're carbon taxed for fuel and every
Sure,
fucking thing.
everyone's carbon
But
tax.
they're getting like €450 per load.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like you're not paying €450 every time you use the car.
Well, obviously not.
No.
But
Well, it's
I'm-
just it's extortionate. It's crazy, and I will be addressing that in due course. I mean, how are small farmers meant to be running any kind of business at all? They wanted. Well, I know that for years they want to oust the small farmer
Yeah,
and
they
make
want- they
them
want rid of
like
small farmers.
co-ops or fucking like they did in Russia. It's nearly a communist sort of shit.
Well, big small farms become less viable under that system where the say like grain and stuff like that is being subsidized.
Mm.
So the smaller your farm, the smaller your farm is, the less economically viable to mass production.
Yeah, but
And that's
but
that system.
But I'm
the thing
I'm
that
telling you now
triggers
that it's the small farmers that kept this country going when
Of
the
course.
bush happened, and it has done for the last 60
yeah,
years.
yeah, of course.
For the last 60
I
years.
agree.
When the construction bust happened, it wasn't farmers or the likes of them that made it happen. It was fat cunts in suits.
Yeah.
Um.
But all the problems are but like
Fuck it.
but all of these cultural problems I think are a mass distraction from the fact that banks, corporations, billionaires are going away scot free, and the distraction is to make you go the immigrant down the street or the mass immigration to this country. That's a distraction from the biggest problems, which is that banks, corporations don't pay their fair share.
No, you know what? Exactly. You know,
You know,
for one of the problems that is wrong. Kent already voted for Alan and Garen. Be the way,
Top
Kent,
man, Al-
that you
Kent.
can every 24 hours you can vote again.
yeah.
You know, I don't particularly like that system, but everyone has got it. So make sure you vote for those guys.
On Mayo.
Something else there before I wrap up. Unfortunately, I'm just getting into it. I feel like I'm just getting into it, and now I have to go.
There was something.
uh,
Amelia says, "I think not all women are married, and not all women are in the home they work."
Yeah.
So, and that type of language probably does need to be updated in our constitution, because while some people are saying, I don't know, again, I've read very little
Yeah.
about this,
Okay.
but like some people are weaponized as like, they want to take the word woman out of our constitution.
Yeah,
which
that doesn't make
doesn't make
sense
a lot
to me.
of sense. Like,
change
But
the
changing the
way the
format-
sentence is, not take woman out of it.
yeah,
There's a few other things as well. There's something about, is the hate speech thing going through at the same time?
well, one thing that they were saying is that they were trying to. Well, I think it was. He used to be the justice minister. He used to be with the Progressive Democrats. What's his name?
Oh, I can picture his face. White hair, round face, oldish. Talk to me,
McDowell.
McDowell, Graham.
Yeah, Graham McDowell. Oh,
That's
Damn
the
it.
golfer. That's the
no,
golfer.
no, no. What's his name? No, his first name. Not
it is
Brian
McDowell.
But his surname is McDowell anyway. Progressive Democrat. But he
Morris. No.
It'll come back to me, right? But anyway, he made a very good point about this, that they are weaponizing it on putting it on International Women's Day
Yeah.
on the 8th of
Yeah,
March,
that's true.
and on a day and trying to force it through that way without much debate. A lot of these constitutional changes should take place in more public forum. But apart from people talk about it online, I haven't seen anything in
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna read into it, and I'm going to Michael McDowell.
Mike McDowell, Dean Davey. He's fucking
Thank you very much, Dean. It was wrecking my brain there. I wasn't even listening to Chris the last
Dean
2
Davey,
minutes.
guys. Sorry about that, Gavigan. I watched you on TikTok. I couldn't text you. Your lives are brilliant, lads. Keep it up. Dean
Thank you
Davies
very
a
much,
legend.
Dean. Thank you very much.
Myself and Dean Davey would have many a pint.
Excellent.
A fine man.
Good, good. Will it be the creamy pints?
The creamiest of pints.
Excellent. Now, I'm going to wrap up because I have to actually collect my eldest daughter from the bus on her way down from Dublin or around that area with her fella. And I'm sure she'll be walking funny.
I'm sure she'll be. Oh. God.
Oh, Jesus, I didn't say that. I retract that.
You can't. You can't. It's online forever.
Sure, it's not. The people need to eat. That must be about the farmers.
Yeah.
Kent, thank you very much for joining in, but I do have to go. But before I do go, I want to thank everyone for tuning in, and we will definitely get at least 2 more live streams for longer during the week. And thank you very much for watching. Until the next time, stay safe, stay healthy.
And stay away from yourself.
Good luck. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong.